Hey guys, Zach Calhoun here from CloudPano.com. Hope you're having a great day. In this video, we're going to cover how to sell more high-ticket drone services, even if you don't have a Part 107. So the VR agency business model is very simple. You, as the agency owner, need to find problems you can solve, and whether it's high-ticket or low-ticket services to help clients achieve their goals. In this example, we're going to be utilizing a drone, leveraging the sky, baby, to show off a 360 virtual tour or just drone photos in general for your clients. So this is a well-known service. There's all types of drone services that exist, whether it's LiDAR scanning or whether it's just construction documentation. But drones are definitely here to stay and very cool, and they're going to be continuing to get better and better over time. So how do you sell high-ticket drone services, and should you sell them at all? What if you don't have a Part 107 commercial license? I'm going to make this super simple for you, okay? Number one, if you don't have a Part 107 license, don't worry, someone else does, and you could just hire them, okay? If you have a customer and you have a signed contract in hand, you can shop out local drone service providers, and there's a lot of them out there. A lot of folks have a drone in the trunk of their car, and they have a Part 107 that they're not using, and you could utilize that person that's local and subcontract. So the power of being an agency, and we call it the VR agency model, is you need to be able to subcontract well, okay, and understand that process. It's a simple document that says you're going to work for me for the price that we agreed upon, and there's some other terms in it as well. But basically, it's like, you know, if you need insurance, you know, you have to carry it yourself. You have to, and I'm not liable in case you hurt anybody or break anything, because the drone goes down and explode on somebody. That you're covered in that subcontract, right? And also too, if your customer requires a Part 107 license, when that subcontract agreement is signed, you can provide it. Say, here's my contractor's Part 107 license if you need it, etc. Most of the time, folks don't need it. Actually, don't really care. Only time you need a Part 107 license is if someone came by and stopped you and asked you for it, and they were the local authority. But the reality is, most people, that's not going to happen, most likely. So you don't need one to be able to sell the service. And it's going to be controversial or whatever, but the reality is it's very common. A lot of folks will subcontract all types of services. And this is just one example. So how do we sell higher ticket services and utilizing the drone? I mentioned this before. I love drone services. I think it's really, really cool. I think when I look at CloudPano virtual tours, the people who make the most money have these really, really high ticket, $17,000, $25,000, $40,000 contracts. They got a drone in the sky. Okay, so that's step one. Is like, I'm going to be leveraging having a drone in the sky. And when you know that you're going to do that, even if you don't have that specific service, but maybe you offer virtual tours as a service in your marketing packages, you can have a higher tier kind of taste or a higher tier service that is including a drone, and you can charge accordingly. Even if it's only 5 shots, you can take those 360 photos from the drone, add them into your CloudPano services, add them into your CloudPano virtual tour, and that's the opening shot. Boom, there's the building, here's the hotspot, click it to go inside, etc. Really simple. Even just one photo won't cost you much as a provider, but as a person with the contract, as an agency owner, it won't cost you that much. But it's a really cool output, and I think that's what really makes people love it. People love to see the whole facility, the whole campus, the whole area, and they see it all in this drone. They have access to it, and they can move it around in 360, which is really, really cool. So it justifies that super high ticket price. We call this the Grand Slam. We almost always want to include drone in some way. On our proposals, we'll always find someone nearby. If we didn't find someone nearby, we'll fly someone in or travel them in because we have a high enough ticket price on that virtual tour service that it will afford that type of travel expense, okay? So if you're thinking like, well, how do I offer a drone, etc., don't worry about it. You can find somebody to do it. Number two is you want to put it on the proposal and then figure it out later. Once it's signed, figure it out later. A lot of entrepreneurship and agency ownership is we get the contract signed, we get paid, we're half down, etc. We figure it out later. All right. So be thinking about what are some customers I can offer drone services to, and then just call a local bro or a local gal who's nearby who has a drone and say, hey, I have a couple clients upcoming that I'll love to shoot your way. What's the cost for 3 photos in the sky, etc. and they'll shoot you a price. You don't have to just add 30% to it. You can add a lot more if you want to, based on the entire marketing package. Listen, as a VR agency owner, you need to be able to sell marketing packages to lots of locations. This is where you win the game, okay? How many locations you got, and let's talk about it together. Let's negotiate all these locations. And then, of course, whenever we quote big prices, we always say this is not in your budget and you just cannot do this. We can adjust the scope to meet your needs. This is a big winning statement that helps us all the time whenever we deliver a price, because we do want to be able to meet their budget. We want to be able to maximize their budget. And if we do that and do a really good job, we should get a higher price for it. We should get paid more. It's simple, right? But if our pricing is way out of their budget, we need to be able to adjust the scope and then justify it. So itemizing on the scope is super helpful and important. And even if you're just just itemizing basic stuff at that, to you is very simple. To them, they don't know the process. You're explaining it to them. The scope helps them determine the value. It should be in one page. It should be itemized, and you should be able to scratch things off it to offer a discount to meet their needs. Well, tell me, if I was able to reach this number, say $8,000 instead of $10,000, could you move forward? And they would say, yeah, probably, yes, no, maybe, etc. Cool. I'll adjust that scope, and I'm going to send you an updated proposal, this afternoon, etc. And then you just mark it out, put a little strike through, and just print PDF and send it over. And you may be able to add $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 to a customer that you wouldn't have just because you added drone to the service. Have your buddy come out there, have your local pro come out there and do it. They shoot the photo, you pay them, you get the photo, you add your CloudPano virtual tour, charge high ticket prices accordingly, connect them all, deliver them, white label them, and of course, profit. That's the goal. Hope this is helpful to you. If your mindset and your thinking, start offering drone services. Why not? If you have someone who can do it, and you'll make more money. So let me know if you have any questions. We'd love to see you inside our CloudPano community. And of course, watch our free training. Click the link below. See ya.